Morning, everybody. Shane Carlisle, Smart Money Trading on the 9th of the 8th, 2022. Just thought I'd put a little video out there, the importance of the times that you trade. I was just looking over a couple of pairs this morning, and yeah, I just want to put the importance out there of when certain sessions open, and obviously with the bankers, we have certain moves that happen. So let me just show you. So I noticed it on the JPY pairs. Okay. So come on. Give me some action. There we go. So we're down in the 15-minute. Okay. I know it's a bit fast paced and whatever for new traders, but for the people that do follow me and little experienced traders, let's say. So we're in the odd J 15-minute. Okay, so we've had this accumulation. Forget all this round here. We've had this accumulation here from 9 o'clock last night to 1 o'clock this morning. We've had the breakout at 2:30 this morning. We've had the breakout to the upside at 4:15. So then if you're getting onto your computer, to your charts by 6, like a lot of traders do, I had a little line this morning because, well, I got up, but then I'd let the dogs out and I'd a little lie in. Got my throat here, but just come on now. Let me get rid of that in the background. But yeah, say you come on at 6. You've seen this. You've seen the breakout. You've set your position down here. You set on this candle here because that was the candle that broke the top. This is what we call our signature pattern. They came back to that candle. We'd cover the candle and the wick. Previous highs, 1 to 3 in 2 hours. Money, took the money, got their money back, took off. I'm actually sat here for a reversal down as we are trending down, but these are the patterns that happen to get to these areas. Oh, accumulation, breakout, came back, took off. Covered that candle, that bottom wick, you'd have got a 1 to 3 out of there. And they consolidate a little bit, they had a little breakout. But there's nothing interesting there that tells me I want to sit there and wait. We've already recouped this with a big sell candle. So other than down here, like that there, possibly, that interests me a little bit there. We had a build up and a big push out. It did actually break that structure there and left some imbalance. But can you see what I mean? They're everywhere. Accumulation, break, recover. Time, look at that. So when that last push happened and then it turned around. So from 4:15 this morning to then buying in at 8:15. So as long as you were at your computer between them 4 hours, you'd have caught that move because you'd have seen the accumulation, the breakout. I spotted it on a couple more, and that's why I wanted to make a quick video about it. Now that has just broke there, which gives me that area. And I think we are looking, oh, well, breaking, broke that structure there, which creates that now as the structure. Yes, there's all this imbalance, and but they'll probably need news to jump down there and just use the little patterns to jump it up. What we broke there, just make it a little bit bigger. See how we broke there, break a structure, back down to the candle where they pushed off from. That candle there, we go across. This would be a good one, this, if you'd covered this. Cover your base. I'd have covered that one as well. 1 to 5. Same again. What sort of times were you? 9. And then you're at 2:30 in the morning when that sold in. So you'd have probably caught that yesterday, because when did the break happen? The break happened at 8:15 last night. So I'm guessing just after Sydney, or yeah, probably just after Sydney, I think. So you've had the break, but you have also had there's nothing broke. That broke on the downside, which left that. But everything's telling me we're going to the upside. We could have a sharp retrace now to clear some of this imbalance. It's tried there. So it has actually took that, but then there's still that, and then a big candle underneath. So, but yeah. And then I think it was the GJ I saw the other one on. There you go. We've had the accumulation. Let's get rid of big greeny behind. Okay, you move sideways, you move sideways. We've had the accumulation during the night. So you could have even caught it from there. That broke, came back, touched that candle. You'd have caught that. But then when that broke again, there at 7 o'clock this morning, see how it broke? Oh, that structure there. Just couldn't break that. But that would have been enough confirmation for me to then look around here. Put my fib on. I'd have got my zone. I'd have marked my zone. That would have been my fib. Which gave me that candle. He could have covered the doji, but I don't think he'd have got it. But if I get a doji, I always double it up with a candle before it. I'll just go straight for the position because I can line it up. You'd have got that. Covered your wick. Let it ride to previous highs, which I'd have gone off here. 1 to 6. Finished on a 1 to 8 nearly. But that would have been my target because it had already broke that high. Well, touched that high. So that would have been my next target, which it blasted through for a 1 to 6. Same again, that happened. That break happened at 7 o'clock this morning. 7 o'clock this morning. What opens at 7 o'clock this morning? The London session. So I've got London session now. That's all wrapped up. Most people are done by now. If you were to get a 1 to 6 on your £100,000 account, you wouldn't be too shabby, would you? For a day. You're all seeing it happen. I'm here. I'm no scammer. I'm no smoke and mirrors. I literally show you everything I do. This is how I get to the results I get to I'm putting it there for you to, what, imbalance there. There's a little bit of imbalance there. But we have had the push, so it could blast through. It might just come and collect all this and carry on because the moves happened from 7 o'clock to 8:30. It bought me, well, it would have bought you in at 8:15 this morning and sold you out at 10:15. So a 2-hour trade got you a 1 to 6. The odd J accumulation, push, 1 to 2. Say 1 to 3, 1 to 8, it's 1 to 11 this morning from little signature patterns down in the 15-minute. Yes, I love trading higher time frames because I can just walk away. That's why where all these are coming in, like these are big 4-hourly fib zones, daily bankers candles. Everything is a precise and accurate move based on backtesting and backtesting. But now I zoom into that, I see that straight away. I see we've had an accumulation. I see we broke out to clear all this money. I see we broke up to clear all that money from there. Not broke it because they know that's there. Flag back down, they've got the money, but all told, they've moved up the market. When they broke up, they started here. When they're breaking out, they're leaving there. So they've gone up by at least 50 pips just by making that wave. Now, I personally won't be looking for anything around there now until it shows me its hand again. Yes, it's broke there, but it's not broke that. If that comes up now and tags that, that's my odd J in for the long term, which is, I think, I'm set there. And with it being thingy time frames, I'd have me thing set there on the higher time frames for a 1 to 10. But on the internal, when I'm trading internal structure, that's the best way to describe it. I trade the signature and the box patterns because they're the ones. There's a box pattern. Pushed out of the box, came back, took off. 0 drawdown. So your risk to reward on that could have been whatever you wanted. But it would have been of that candle, whatever that body of that candle is your maximum stop loss, your minimum stop loss, sorry. So you'd have had a minimum stop loss of 10 pips, but you would have caught a 36 pip move, you know? So that's a 1 to 3 from a box. And the time it would have took you from the box happening to the move would have been 6.5 hours. Got 1 to 3. And in the space of one day, you've had 6% out of that market. Now, a lot of people I trade with like to get 0.5% a day. It's nearly 12 days trading. 12 days for one day from a box pattern and a signature pattern. Box, signature. Just, this is how we move it, people, you know? When your eyes start opening, there's over 4,000 plus people that I know of that trade this strategy and profit very, very well from it. But you've got to learn. You can't just come in and think, yes, I'm going to make money. Yes, it's going to be super quick. It's not going to work like that. Yeah. The GCAD, I think I saw one on there. Just had a box. Massive break out of the box. I've drilled down to the 5 minute to get a better entry here. Let's just turn around. We are sort of trending down, but we've not broke this low here. We've tried. We'll possibly break it this time as they built up the momentum and gathered all the money to make that push. They broke structure here. See, here, sorry. See that? They broke that structure and that structure, but they had to come back. So they're not just going to leave the money. Zoom in a bit. Right, so that move broke that structure there. Okay. So if you were to cover that candle, would it have got you? It would. Just the stop loss would have been above there. Just from leaving a pending where it broke. See that? 3:15. So just after London, after New York, sorry. New York caused that break of structure. Times again. Times when you trade. It's an avid rule. Backtesting shows this. Okay. You'd have had a 19 pip stop loss off that move there that broke that structure there. Yeah. Broke it. You've covered your candle and your wick. It's 19 pips, but you're at a 1 to 8. It'd have been previous high, previous lows, which was there, which it smashed at 1 to 8. Now we've not had a break to the upside like that for a long time. Bit there, but nothing major, and it blasted straight through. There, you'd have ended up getting caught up in all that consolidation because it didn't reach its previous highs. But this is where we take the losses against the wins. The wins there's, I've caught a 1 to 8. I've got 6% on that. I've got 11% coming off that, you know. And if I haven't, I'm gaining 6, 17, 21. So I'm gaining 21% or I'm losing 4%. Yeah. You know what I mean? Probabilities. It's just understanding and learning what we do and how we do it. But we've got a nice box trade happening here. Yes, it might blow through, and I'll journal it off as a loss. You know, I had 1 loss last week, but I've deleted 2 trades off because they just went the other way. They didn't go anywhere near my candles. So that was it's like there, an NA, not applicable. But I'll probably, when I tidy my journal up, I'll get rid of that one because these are all I'm bothered about, wins and losses. So I had 1 loss last week, came out 20.8%. Week before I had 2 losses, but came out with 32% because I've got a 22 in and a 12 in. And I think I've still got, try and keep my winners on USD. I think I keep my winners on, get rid of all my lines, but leave me, pretty sure, there it is. I keep all my winners. Yeah, so that went to a 1 to 22 off that candle down in the 5 minute. previous highs. It would have been there. Just tipped up for a 1 to 22. And the same again. Times. New York, that dipped in there. 12, 2, New York, straight in, back up. Manipulation, guys. JP Morgan dropping his money in the banks right there. Money in the markets. He wants his money back. So bang. What else have we got? This week, I've had a 1% loss on the USD because I thought it was going to follow structure, but it broke straight through the structure. Let's have a look. USG. Show you what I meant. All right, so I had a position here, looking for the bounce off. You see that? Anchor candle there. That lined up in my fib zone. So I would have covered that bottom, covered the candle, gone for previous highs, but it actually came through and blasted straight through that. And then I do have my longer term, my hourly position here. So I do a little bit of scalping in the 15-minute, which I'm possibly going to look to do around the session opens. And then I'm going to set some longer term trades that, like a holiday fund as such. If I set something off for 6 months, come to it in 6 months, sell it out, find a new position to set up and set off, book an holiday and go away. All through Forex, through this, you know, if I was to gather that up, not enough. We'll just do it from here. £100,000 account, 20%. You do the maths. You know, I'm going a pretty nice holiday for 1 week. Week before, 10%. 32% of £100,000 account. Took nearly £50,000 2 weeks. You're telling me it's a scam? It's not a scam. It's only a scam if you want the shiny objects. If you want the shiny objects, then you're going to get scammed. If you want to learn a skill that will change your life forever, and you'll meet some amazing people that not only want to see you succeed, but help you succeed. Now, I've met this over in so many fields of this business, the online business, the online world. Yes, there is people with fishing rods trying to pluck people that are, well, the only reason you're in this space is because you want more money and you need more money. And you've seen the opportunities that are available through internet marketing and affiliate marketing, network marketing. You know, there's so many opportunities, the word we use, but you can't come in thinking you've got to build yourself in confidence. You wouldn't caught me sat in front of a camera ever when I first started out doing this. I was speaking to Jeff about we even set a group up. Jeff set a group up to help build confidence talking to the camera. And now I can sit here and chat to you like you're my best mate. You know, it's it's crazy what actually happens when you repeatedly do something over a consistent period of time. Now, as you've seen there, over the 2 weeks, I've took nearly 50% returns, and I've had my son for 2 weeks during them 2 weeks, and I'm still able to take nearly 50% returns and then take an 80% profit share of that return. And then I saw a post off my friend the other day. I'm here making, I can offer you a way to make £10,000 a month, and nobody still messages me. So I messaged him. I said, "Hiya, mate. You know, I'm always open to learning new opportunities and this, that, and the other." Sorry. And he sent me a few links, so I had a look. Now, I'm not one for cold messaging and stuff. I've tried it. It leaves me flat in the water. I like to be able to sit and help somebody learn what I know, what I can teach. The good thing about trading is my results won't affect anybody else's results. We all win together. So if I was to show somebody that 1 to 22, when it was down to them with their risk management and account size to how much they profit. Obviously, the larger account size, the more percent, not the more percentage, the higher volume of that percent you'll get a return of. You start with it, because it is all percentage risk. You don't only ever risk 1% of your account volume per trade, and that's where my FX books come in. I mean, there is a thing you can use once you're all set up with your MT Meta4, which it's called One Click Trade Pro, and you'll put all your account size stuff in this top corner here, and it'll give you 3 lines to put, and you can just drag them to your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit. But that's more down the line advanced stuff when you're looking to put an exit manager on, build yourself up more, grow. Let me just put this here. For me, it's like part of my trade plan. As soon as I found my position and what I'm doing, I like to get my position size, lot size, absolutely down to the pip, stop loss pips, risk. Can you see all that? Then it'll calculate it for me. And that's how I know I'm never ever going to go over or under what I'm risking on that. I'm not gambling on the market. I'm putting a highly confirmed position through no less than 5 confirmations at a 1% risk of my account to then gain whatever I've set my higher highs at, and if it doesn't play out, it goes down as a loss. If it does play out, it goes up as a win, and that's the one good thing about your journaling. Obviously, you can keep track of what pairs work for you. Now, I've noticed the odd J's good for me. I've had a couple of nice moves through patterns on the odd J, so that's at the top of my list. I found that through consistent action on the markets that have drawn me towards that pair. That might not be his favorite pair, or, well, I wouldn't even class it as a favorite pair, but it's the top pair that performs for me. That's the one that I see the most patterns, the most risk to reward. So of course I'm going to sit that at the top of my list. Why wouldn't you? You'd be daft. If that's the one you're seeing the most progress with and the most wins, then it'd be daft not to have that at the top of your list. Now, we do have the scans that we go off, and if you're part of the membership, then you'd get access to the scans. But yeah, if anybody wants to know anything, just have a reach out. I told you, I'm no smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of people out there that want you to buy into this, buy into that. Now, I am looking at setting up some form of like teachings as such, training, just to show people what's possible more than anything. Like you say, it doesn't affect my results. Me showing, I had a friend message me the other day. He says, if you're making this X amount of money and X amount of money, why do you still want to help people? I said, but that's the difference between me and a lot of other people. Yes, the money's nice. Don't get me wrong. The money's lovely, and it's lovely to see the money growing. But to see somebody else's pot go from a pot full of piss to a pot full of gold, for them to go from a diamond in the rough to shining brighter than I am, that feeling you get because you've helped him get to that point in his life where he thought he could go nowhere else, and then you've just held his hand over a threshold to unlimited wealth. If he chooses to learn, or if she chooses to learn, sorry, there's a lot of women traders nowadays, but you can't come in thinking you're going to make all this money. You're not making money. You're making time freedom for spend time with your loved ones, to rebuild your home that you've never had time to come back in because you're always tired. You're in essence, we were saying the other week about Gary Vee building prisons, but when you're in the time freedom space, you're not building a prison. You're building a castle for all your soldiers to grow up in the best way they can. I set off in a van, and I still found time to get in the markets, sit in the webinars, listen, because I knew where this journey could take me with a bit of focus, a lot of focus, a lot of time. But what does it take to become a doctor? How long does it take to become a doctor? 10, 8, 10, 12 years? I spent 2 years of my life in books, audio books, lessons, listening, 2 years of my life, and I'm in a position now where I don't have to work ever again. Doesn't take much, just some time and focus. So I'm going to shoot off now, guys. It's nice chatting to you all. And like you say, any questions, you need me, I'm about. Always. Got my daughter this afternoon, so I'll possibly look to trade New York around 12 and 2. But yeah, pick your times you trade, guys, because you're more likely to see a pattern just before a session opens than you are in the middle of the night, or you know what I mean, tea time, UK time, whatever. It's ranted on a bit, but I like to have a little chat with you all. So see you on the next one, guys. Bye for now.